what's good out here? It's your boy Ferbs. I'm back over here at the Game Changer Bat Lab Test Series with my boy Capo Trez. Now, Trezor, he's got the longest title in the world. He's the director of overall global baseball operations or something like that. What is your title?
Senior manager of baseball at Game Changer.
Yeah, he's one of those front office guys. He wasn't always like that. You gotta understand this guy. He was a recruiting coordinator and assistant coach at Boston College for years. Like a decade, I would be sending him my players. So he's a baseball guy before anything. So I had a question for you. There was a bat over there that was called AI Cloud something, where they were using AI or somehow with this bat. So I'm thinking to myself, how do you use AI in hitting? And I think somebody was like, well, maybe fabricating the design or how it's molded or something, you just put it in ChatGPT, which brought me to my question to you, which is a baseball question of the day. You know how certain technology, you can use technology in baseball, but at a certain point it becomes cheating. So you remember how the Astros, they were using the technology, but the same ones, the iPads and cameras, but they were pointing it at the catcher, so that's, again, cheating. Do you think that anybody is using ChatGPT hitters in a dugout right now saying like, this is the height, weight, or whatever the pitcher was. I want to know what's the probability of a slider coming this next at bat. Like building an approach using AI when you're in the hole. Do you think that's illegal or illegal?
I don't know if they're using it in the dugout. I've kind of never thought about that. Not a bad plan. If it gets enough data into the system to actually spit out a real answer. But I think if you're going to ChatGPT in a dugout like that, probably got bigger problems, right? Instead of just see it and hit it.
Yeah.
But, crazy. It's not too far in the future, I don't think.
But if you had the ability, if you're a hitter,
yeah,
and you say, all right, ChatGPT, instead of looking at a scouting report, you say, all right, my first at bat, it was a 93-mile-an-hour heater middle in, and I smoked a double pull side on it. Where is he going to throw me the next pitch? In what location? What do you think, based off of what he's done before when somebody does that, what's he going to throw next?
I think they have data sets that are telling them that, right, in the scouting report. I think you're scaring a lot of coaches here, because as I think about this, no more pitching coaches or hitting coaches in the dugout, right? You just go to the ChatGPT or whatever the AI is and ask that question, and it'll spit out kind of a plan for your at-bat.
This is a question of the day. We've been asking different people, is it cheating to use ChatGPT to build an approach for hitting? You know how we do it, Trez. Hey, listen, I got my boy Capo Trez. Stay crispy out. My guy.
Let's go, dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3. Dominate. All right, let's go.
Yo, what's good out here? It's your boy Ferbs. I got my guy out here, Isaiah Nolan.
Good to see you, Coach. How you doing?
Where do they find you on social media?
The.Isaiah Nolan on Instagram, and then Isaiah Nolan _ on TikTok.
Hey, this guy's pumping out some electric content right now. You just go follow him up. I want to know, what bat do you swing right now? What do you prefer? Not just the brand, but also the end loaded, the length. Is it a 2-piece, a composite? What do you like?
For sure. The bat I'm swinging right now that I used in high school was a Select Power 34. I use a 34 because I'm a longer guy. I got long arms, so 33 I couldn't get really that plate coverage I wanted, so 34 was perfect peak for me. And then I swing the Select Power because it's a little bit more end loaded. I mean, it's pretty balanced, but it's not too end loaded like the goods, but it's like end loaded enough where I can get good width. And I like 2-piece bat. That's where I'm at right now.
So you think it has to do with the profile, the body type of the player?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let me ask you this. What's your average exit velo and top end exit velo with that bat you like?
I'm anywhere between 95 to 97, like on average, and I'll top out at like 103, 104.
95 to 97 is valid. For a triple OG like me, that's kind of how I get my hit and runs, are about 95. That's just when I try to slap a ball the other way. But let me ask you this. Drop 5 then. If I put a drop 5 in your hands, the hot one, what's your exit velo going to be on that?
Man, if I'm swinging a height fire drop 5, I might get a 120.
120 is crazy work. We're going to see. We're going to get Zay over here. I'm going to give him one of those hot bats. Stay crispy out there. My guys. Yo, what's good out here? It's your boy Ferbs. I got Noah Franco over here, TCU. What's good, my guy?
How you doing?
You got it. We're trying to give out a couple of tips for the youth. When you are, let's say, a guy that has a bunch of hype around you, people are noticing, you feel like you're in the spotlight a little bit, maybe you're a cut above the rest of the kids your age. How do you kind of not get caught up in all that hype and just play the game and kind of stay more level-headed?
Really, you need to know that you don't have to outperform everybody. You can have your days when things are not going your way, and the best thing you can do is just stay calm, stay collected, and make sure that nobody else knows what is actually going on in your head. At the same time, you really have to know that even though everyone may be looking at you, that you don't have to perform at your total best.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you have to do to make sure your team wins.
Well, that's like the things you can control: attitude, effort, right? You can't control it if you get a hit every time, right? So I like talking about this stuff, especially for young kids, because it's probably common to get nervous and feel like people's eyes are on you. But at the same time, I always feel like the guys that they're playing the game to win, they're trying to do the next right thing, whether it's laying a bunt down, sack bunt, or hit a doubling the gap. You're trying to help your team win. And whenever we play for our team, we usually play our best. All right, Noah Franco out here. Game changer test series for the Bat Lap. Stay crispy out there. My guys, yo, what's good out here? It's your boy Ferbs, and I got my guy, Blake Sear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Blake's over here. I wanted to ask Blake a quick tip because he's done this before. Pretty high profile guy, draft prospect, excellent player. For young kids, when they're in a situation where they're taking BP in front of a lot of people, the adrenaline might be going a little bit. You know you have this real small opportunity to kind of showcase what you're doing. What would you recommend? Sometimes, you know, you clip a ball first when you swing and miss, and young kids, I feel like, have a tendency to think about external stuff. Who's watching me? Your breathing gets sporadic, right? And you can't really focus on what you're doing. Maybe one tip to be able to just stay nice and even keeled and stay locked in.
Yeah, I would say for like when you're hitting BP in front of a whole bunch of people, you need to like understand you're not the only one there. Not everyone is just staring at you, like thinking about you. It's not all about you. You know, we wish it would be, but it isn't. Just think about like less is more. Like you don't need to do too much. Like if there's people there watching you, they're there for a reason, and what you've done to get to that point is good enough, and that's what you just need to keep doing when you're hitting BP. You don't need to do anything more. Just whatever you've done your whole career, your whole life, just keep on doing that.
Do you typically take a pitch to get your timing, or you just right off the bat, if you see it and it's hot, you go?
I mean, like with the machine today, like I'll probably just swing because like I know where it's gonna be at. Like it's gonna be pretty consistent. Even like with the guy throwing BP, if he's throwing me BP, it should be a strike, so I'm probably gonna swing. And like if I roll over the first one, like I mean, who really cares? Like I mean, I'll get like a couple swings to get dialed in, but nah, I don't usually take.
That's what we're here for, to hit a bunch of homers and let some balls out of here. Blake, I appreciate you coming down and sharing some tips, man.
Yes, sir.
Much love and stay crispy out there. My guys.
That was 112. 115, excuse me.